Hey, everybody. Hope you are well. So, at this point, I think it's kind of hard to say there are too many songs by early Van Halen, the David Lee Roth era of Van Halen, that would be able to be considered deeper cuts. There's a few, and I've definitely done them on here. But for the most part, if you're a Van Halen fan or a guitar fan, you've probably heard pretty much all of them. So I'm going to go back to the first Van Halen album and I'm going to go and do a lesser played Van Halen song called I'm the One. I'm going to go back and start that over again because you have to remember this album came out in the late 1970s, 77, 78 time period. And as incredible as Eruption was, and that's obviously the song that really blew everybody's mind because Eddie just did things on the guitar never heard before. But this song starts off with that rhythm, and I think it just made most of us go, holy crap, what I like who came up, how did he come up with that, what the heck? And then I think I probably dropped the needle on it like 10 times the first time I heard the album. So it dawns on me as I'm listening to it this particular time. Part of the reason I think this song was so outstanding to me, specifically back when I first heard the record, is because okay, so the album starts off with "Running with the Devil," right? And it's a killer tune, right? And then Eruption hits, and that rolls into "You Really Got Me." And with Eruption, you're listening to it and you're going, "Holy crap, what is he doing? How did he come up with that? How's he playing it? What the heck is going on here?" The whole world just felt a seismic shift by a remarkable young guitar player just doing things we've never really heard or paid attention to before. And then it goes into "You Really Got Me," and we're like, okay, this is a killer cover. And then you follow that up with "Ain't Talking About Love," which, has that phase 90 effect in there. And it's really cool rhythmically. It's fantastic. But this song comes on just after that, and you realize that in this song, you hear Eddie doing some of the stuff that he did in Eruption during the guitar solos. And I think it clicks in that you're like, okay, so a musician can write a piece and play the piece, but with a piece like Eruption, the techniques that are involved, can he pull that off within the context of an actual song, not just an instrumental solo thing where it's just all about, where it's just all about the parts that he's playing? Can he actually pull that off in the midst of rhythm, verse, chorus, bridge, so on and so forth? Can he pull it off in the intermingling of playing rhythm guitar and playing lead guitar? Because, that's always a question. Can they pull it off live? Can they do it live? And, so the finger tapping thing, the fluidity of him moving from alternate picking to finger tapping, in 1977, 78, that would have been potentially a question we would have had. But then he comes along and does this song, and you end up with right here. So think about that for a second. In that moment, you've got a lot of the components that are within the Eruption solo, the alternate picking, the finger tapping, the sort of comedic, humoristic, tremolo dive bomb work that he's been known to do, his melodicism, his melodic nature, all within that brief, like 15 to 20 seconds worth of guitar solo. Mind blown when I first heard it. I was like, holy crap, it's not just an instrumental. He can do that whenever the hell he wants to. And again, I think it's a seismic shift in guitar playing for an extremely long period of time. Even guitar players who don't finger tap have taken influence and inspiration by Eddie's guitar playing. It's not all about the finger tapping. It's not all about the harmonics. It's not all about the dive bomb tremolo work. It's not. It's the whole energy and power and vibe in the guitar playing. And frankly, Van Halen's entire rhythmic concept. It's big, it's burly, and the fact that again, this is a live studio recording. I mean, they're not in pieces. The band's playing it together. There's not really any overdubs in here except for the vocal harmonies, really, and whatever Dave decided to have to go back into the studio and redo. But I mean, the band's playing it live, and I don't know how many takes it took. It doesn't really matter. It's just a killer punch and driving song. And again, it kind of encompasses everything that's on the album in one song in kind of a way. And so it probably deserves a little bit more airtime than it actually gets. But what are you going to do? You can't control mainstream radio, can you? Anyway, just thought I'd share this one with you. Please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. We can talk about it. And just know that I appreciate you and I wish you all well. Take care.